Hello and welcome to Standard Voice Television Global News. Today, 1st June 2026, equivalent Islamic calendar 15th Zulhijjah, 1447 after the Hijrah of the Noble Prophet. In the headlines, Federal government deploys 1,000 forest guards, tactical team to rescue Oyo pupils and teachers. Organized labor proposes 1 million naira minimum wage and threatens strike action. Zamfara police arrest notorious bandits leader Ali Bahago and deputies in Kaura Namuda. On the international scene, Iran dismisses President Pezeshkian's resignation amid Revolutionary Guard Corps takeover. And on sports updates, Nigeria's Flamingos crush Guinea in 2026 Under-17 Women's World Cup qualifiers. Details of these and more will be coming to you in the news bulletin. Stand by. I am Sumaya Mustafa. The federal government has approved the recruitment of 1,000 forest guards following the persistent kidnapping in Oyo State. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu also directed a specialized security unit with advanced rescue capabilities to intensify efforts to rescue kidnapped pupils and teachers from 3 schools in Orire local government area. The special advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, who disclosed this in a statement, also said a high-powered federal government delegation conveyed the President's directives to community leaders and lawmakers during a visit to the Estile and Yawota communities in Orire. The delegation also informed leaders that their request for the establishment of a military base in the area had been transmitted to the President for consideration and approval. The development comes 16 days after gunmen struck communities in the area and took dozens of school children and their teachers captive. Moving on, the Nigeria Democratic Congress (NDC) has dissociated itself from various results of its just concluded nationwide primary circulating on social media, insisting that only the party's National Executive Council (NEC) is empowered to announce the outcome of the exercise. NDC also cautioned that the results being shared in the media should be disregarded, stressing that the official outcome of the primaries conducted across the country on May 28 and 29 remains under the custody of the National Executive Council. The National Publicity Secretary of the party, OSA Director, in a statement in Abuja, announced that the NEC meeting has been summoned to next week to deliberate on the primaries and other matters arising from the exercise. He explained that the meeting was summoned on the directive of the national leader, Senator Seriake Dixon. The clarification comes amid growing speculation over the outcome of the party's primaries, which were held nationwide to select candidates for various elective positions ahead of the 2027 general elections. The Federal Workers' Forum has threatened to mobilize federal civil servants for an indefinite nationwide strike over unresolved wage issues and rising insecurity in the country. The forum, in a communique issued after an online meeting, upbraided the Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC) and the Trade Union Congress (TUC) for not rising to the occasion and providing leadership in this regard. The National Coordinator and Secretary, Messrs. Emelieze and Oyo Ogundele, in the communique they both signed, said the forum accused the federal government of exploiting workers and failing to guarantee their safety. It added that an online poll of its members overwhelmingly backed immediate strike action to address the current hardship and insecurity crisis confronting Nigeria. The forum also stated that July 2024 minimum wage adjustment has been a hoax for federal workers. According to the communique, only 40,000 naira was added flat to salaries across all grade levels, and the amount was taxed, leaving workers with much less. Moving on, the Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC) has described the proposed 100,000 naira national minimum wage being considered by state governors as unrealistic, arguing that Nigerian workers should earn as much as 1 million monthly, given prevailing economic conditions. NLC spokesperson Benson Upa made the assertion in an interview with journalists while reacting to comments by the chairman of the Nigeria Governors Forum and governor of Kwara State, Abdulrahman Abdulrazak, who disclosed that the governors were considering a new national minimum wage of 100,000 naira. Abdulrazak said the proposal was informed by rising inflation, increasing living costs, and the growing financial burden on Nigerian workers. Opa noted that although the governor's consideration of a wage review was commendable, 100,000 naira was significantly below that workers require to cope with current economic realities. The Labour leader cited the continued depreciation of the naira, rising inflation, increases in electricity tariff, higher fuel prices, declining purchasing power, and the impact of new tax measures as factors making a substantially higher wage necessary. Still in the news, the executive chairman of Liberty, Ahmed Tijani Ramalan, has endorsed the move to redefine Nigeria's digital future by the National Broadcasting Commission (NBC) and Nigerian Communications Satellite Limited (NICOMSAT), launching the Big Picture, a revolutionary upgrade in the country's digital switchover (DSO). Ramalan, in a parley with Liberty News, said NBC NICOMSAT Big Picture, after the long wait, will serve as the country's platform for innovation and industry collaboration for news, entertainment, and technology ecosystem. He also noted that it will reshape the broadcast media industry and provide added value to the future of Nigerian indigenous television, video, and content. The media mogul emphasized that as technology continues to evolve, the future of television looks more exciting than ever, from smart TVs to AI-driven content creation. The way we watch and interact with television is changing rapidly. Ramadan also advised that staying up to date with these technological advancements, both industry professionals and audiences can ensure they are part of the exciting changes shaping the world of television. The news is coming to you on Standard Voice Television Global News. Still to come in the news. Zamfara police arrest notorious bandits leader Ali Bahago and deputies in Kaura Namuda. On the international scene, Iran dismisses President Pezeshkian's resignation amid Revolutionary Guard Corps takeover. And on sport updates, Nigeria's Flamingos crush Guinea in 2026 Under-17 Women's World Cup qualifiers. Details of these and more will be coming to you after this break. Stay tuned. Welcome back from that short break, and now the news continues. Operatives of the Zamfara State Police Command's Violence Crime Response Unit have arrested a notorious bandits leader Ali Bahago Donkulu alongside his alleged lieutenants in Kaura Namuda local government area. The spokesperson for the command, DSP Yazid Abubakar, in a statement said the arrests followed credible intelligence that led officers to a criminal gang terrorizing residents of Kasuandaji and surrounding communities. He added that the suspects had long been on the command's watch list over alleged involvement in armed robbery, banditry, and other violent crimes in the area. Yazid stated that the arrested suspects include Ali Bahago Donkulu of Kasuandaji, Hassan Donkure also of Kasuandaji, and Tahiru Lawal of Gidan Ango. He said preliminary investigations indicated that the suspects belonged to an armed criminal gang allegedly led by Ali Bahago, who had been linked to several criminal activities in the locality, adding that one member of the gang was killed during the operation, while 3 suspects were arrested and recovered assorted ammunitions. Moving on, troops of 12th Brigade under 2 Division Nigerian Army have foiled a kidnap operation and killed a terrorist during a successful ambush conducted in Lokoja local government area of Kogi State. The Acting Assistant Director of Army Public Relations, Lieutenant Hassan Abdullahi, in a statement, said the operation followed credible intelligence indicating plans by terrorists to carry out kidnapping activities within Jakura 2 community. He explained that further exploitation led to the recovery of 1 AK-47 rifle, 5 magazines, 7 rounds of special ammunition, and 1 bandolier and mobile phones. Abdullahi said the successful operation demonstrated the resolve of the troops of 12th Brigade to sustain offensive operations against terrorists and other criminal elements threatening the security of law-abiding citizens. The commander, 12th Brigade Nigerian Army, Brigadier General Qasim Omar Sidi, applauded the troops for their vigilance, combat efficiency, and commitment to duty. And on the international scene, Iranian authorities have dismissed the purported resignation of President Masoud Pezeshkian, accusing the disreputable foreign network of rumor mongering. The presidency deputy head of communications and information, Syed Mehdi Tabatabai, in a post on X, called the claim a continuation of previous ridiculous media games. He added that President Pezeshkian will not retreat from serving the people, just as the country will not step back from the path of solidarity and resistance. Similarly, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC-affiliated Tasnim news agency, citing a government source, debunked Pezeshkian's alleged preparedness to step down immediately. In another development, Iran's chief negotiator, Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf, warned that the United States is not to be trusted, saying Tehran would not agree to any deal with Washington unless it fully secured Iranian rights. Ghalibaf's remarks came as reports emerged that U.S. President Donald Trump had sent a tougher peace proposal back to Iran and underlined the rift that the parties still need to close. The United States, U.S. is ready to restart attacks on Iran if a deal could not be reached. The U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth disclosed this as negotiators from the U.S. and Iran worked to bridge the differences that are restricting the two nations from reaching an agreement. Hegseth stated in Singapore their ability and capability to recommence the attacks if necessary. Speaking at the Shangri-La Dialogue, Asia's premier forum for defense leaders, militaries and diplomats, Hegseth revealed that the U.S. had not turned its back on the Asia-Pacific region despite being engaged in conflict with Iran. The Pentagon chief commended the leniency of Donald Trump, describing him as being patient and wanting to make a great deal that would deny Iran from getting a nuclear weapon. And lastly, on sports news, Nigeria's Flamingos trashed Guinea 6-0 in the second leg of their 2026 FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup qualifying fixture in Ikenne. Coach Akim Busari's side won the contest 11-0 on aggregate. Oluwakemi Adebuyi opened scoring for Flamingos in the 9th minute and continued dominance with captain Harmony Chidi, who scored a hat-trick in the first leg, doubling the advantage in the 21st minute. Queen Joseph increased the lead while Adebuyi scored her second part of the game 2 minutes before the half-hour mark, and Chidi bagged her brace in the 31st minute, following an assist from Adebuyi. The Flamingos scored only once in the second half through Precious Oscar. Finally on the news, here's a recap of the top stories again. Federal government deploys 1,000 forest guards, tactical team to rescue Oyo pupils and teachers. Organized labor proposes 1 million naira minimum wage and threatens strike action. Zamfara police arrest notorious bandits leader Ali Bahago and deputies in Kaurana Muda. On the international scene, Iran dismisses President Pezeshkian's resignation amid Revolutionary Guard Corps takeover. And on sports updates, Nigeria's Flamingos crush Guinea in 2026 Under-17 Women's World Cup qualifiers. On behalf of the news editor Ilya Debu Auta and the production crew, I am Sumaya Mustafa, thanking you and bye for now.